Hi ladies, this is our video number 2. Video number 1 was on weekly plan sheets, and so this is a follow-up to weekly plan sheets. Now that you have something planned, you have spots that you can work. Now we need to talk about getting something booked. I think that booking isn't necessarily about a specific promotion or about a specific hostess program or different things like that. I 100% believe that booking is an attitude. I want you to think of yourself as offering a service. I offer a service that women want. And if that's not something that you believe already about your business, I want you to spend some time in a department store and see how many women are paying money to have facials. How many women are paying money to try anti-aging products, to have somebody else match their foundation for them because that's more convenient than trying to match it to themselves, to their hand at Walmart. There are so many women paying a lot of money for a service that you offer for free. And I want you to be really confident about that I offer a service. I offer a service to women that they cannot get someplace else, that they can't get anywhere else. And then that's super, super important that you work like that. And it makes it so that you're not timid about booking. Do not ever be timid about booking. When I book somebody, I love getting on the phone and booking. And when I book somebody and they say no, I think, oh, that's so sad for them. They must not have understood what I was offering. And I'm not wounded. No part of me is hurt. My feelings are not hurt. I really feel like, oh, she just must not have understood what I was trying to offer her. Because anybody that understood would definitely book with me because most people are paying a lot of money for what I'm offering. So that is the first thing, is I want you guys to think about booking that way. I offer a service. Okay, so once you're really comfortable with your weekly plan sheet, I know what times I work, I'm going to get on the phone to book. Now let's talk about actually getting people on your books, actually getting appointments set. So I think there's two main ways of booking. One is formal. Formal is I have a hostess program. I invite someone to be a hostess. She's going to invite friends. We're going to mail out postcards. We're going to make phone calls. We're going to do whatever we're going to do. And she is an actual hostess. I think that you can book hostesses in a couple of different ways. Generally, women are excited about being a hostess if you have a really good hostess program, if you are offering them something for free. And so this doesn't necessarily have to be the company one. So what Mary Kay Corporate recommends is 75 for 35, which means that your customers can pick out $75 worth of product. They're going to pay you $35 cost. That gives them a $40 shopping spree. And so when I called somebody, I would say something like, hey Susie, this is Brittany. How are you today? Hey, do you have a quick minute? Always ask people for permission for their time. Sometimes they have free time and sometimes they don't. I have 3 little people running around my house. I'm making this video at 8 o'clock at night when they're all in bed. And if people call me during the day, generally I don't have time to talk. And if somebody says, hey, do you have a quick minute? I might say no. I'd love for you to call me back later this evening when I have a little more time to talk. Because when you start talking to a woman, you start saying, I'm so excited about this. I'd love for you to be a hostess, this or that. But she's trying to wrangle 3 little people. She's trying to get people fed and down for naps. And she's in the car and things are crazy. She's going to probably say no. She's going to say, no, I don't have time right now. I'm sorry, I'm so busy. But if you talk to her when she had a little more free time to breathe, she might say yes. And so it's super important that we are asking people for permission for their time. And so what I'm going to say is I'm going to call someone and say, hey, Susie, this is Brittany. Did I catch you at a good time? I have a quick question. I'm just starting to get my appointment set up for April, and I was wondering if you would be interested in getting to be one of my preferred hostesses. I know that you're already a preferred customer and love your products, and so I'd love for you to get to be a hostess this month. All my hostesses are getting $75 worth of product for $35 cost. You get a $40 shopping spree. It's super easy. You just get to play in products. You have your girlfriend, get to have a girlfriend hour. Your girlfriends are not obligated to shop. It really is just a fun girlfriend hour, and I'm going to pay you $40 in free product just for introducing me to your girlfriends. And so just, make it sound fun and easy, and then we'll talk a little about coaching toward the end. So that's the first way, is to pick a hostess promotion, something that you would be excited about earning. If 75 for 35 does not make you excited about booking a party, don't use that as your hostess promotion. Visit with me as your sales director. If you're not in my unit watching this, visit with your sales director, and let's pick a promotion that you would be excited about earning. When I went to my first Mary Kay party, the consultant offered me $100 in free products if I brought 6 friends with me, and at least 3 of them were over the age of 25. Because she was wanting to test her anti-aging products. And I was excited about earning $100 in free product because I was a broke college student. That made me excited. And so pick something that is exciting to you and then offer that to her. That's the first way to book. Second way is to be not as formal, which is a little bit more my method of booking, how I personally book my parties, and that's just to text somebody and say, hey, I'm brand new. Hey, Sarah, this is Brittany. I'm a brand new Mary Kay Beauty Consultant. I'm so excited. We have a ton of different skincare lines. I obviously cannot wear them all on my face at one time. I'm wondering if you'd be interested in trying one and giving me some feedback. Would you be willing to try a skincare set and let me know how it wears? Let me know if it works well with your oily skin or not. I need some feedback. I'm brand new. I still book like that 7 years later. I still book like that. Hey, we have some new whatever coming out. I need a couple people to try it. Give me some feedback. Let me know what you think. And girls want to work with you if they think that they're helping you. They want to be a part of something, and girls are opinionated. They want to give you their opinion. They'll let you know what they're already using and how they think that this compares. And so to say, hey, would you be willing to give me some feedback? Could you come try some products? Let me know what you think. And then after they say yes, I go ahead and book them for a spot. I think it's super important that we are always booking the facial first. So after she says, sure, I'd love to try something, I say, great, when are you more free? Toward the beginning of the week, end of the week. Great, morning or evenings. And I'm booking her into a spot that I have pre-picked on my weekly plan sheet. And then after you have cemented the booking, she is on your books as a facial, I say, hey, just so you know, my table seats 5. I'd love for you to bring some girlfriends. I'll have an extra fill in the blank. I'll have an extra whatever you have on your shelf that you want to give away free. I'll have an extra goodie bag for you. You can wrap up some samples and cello with a piece of chocolate. It does not have to be full-size product. I'll have a $5 gift certificate for you. Whatever you want. Hey, if you want to bring 3 friends with you, I'll have a free whatever for you. I'd love for you to earn some free product while you're here. Or, hey, it's just as easy for me to facial 3 as it is 1. Do you have some girlfriends that you think would also be willing to give me their opinion? And so you turn that facial that you have already booked into a party by inviting her to bring friends. The problem with not doing that ahead of time, with just saying, hey, I'd love for you to be a hostess, is a lot of time girls will say, well, I'd love to do it, but let me call my friends and let me see when they'd be available. The problem with that is they're never available. There is no way to get 10 people all in the same room at the same time. If you said, hey, who are your friends? I could count 5 girls, but if I tried to get them all at my house at one time, it'd probably be hard to do. Not because people don't like me or people don't like your hostess, but because they got kids in soccer and dance and they've got PTA meetings and this and that, and it's hard to get that many people booked ahead of time. And so what's going to happen is you're going to make your hostess frustrated. That by allowing her to go and call all of her friends, she's going to get frustrated. She's going to come back to you. She'll say, my friends aren't available. My friends aren't interested. My friends said that they're too busy for this or that. And that's not really the case. They just don't know. So if somebody came to me and said, hey, when are you free? I'm going to say, well, Ellie's in gymnastics and I have preschool these days and we have to nap every so many hours, and my days are crazy. I don't think that I could. I have a husband who plays sports. I work full-time, this and that. However, if you called me and said, hey, Brittany, what are you doing Friday night at 6? I could look at my planner and very easily say yes or no. Either I am busy or I'm not, right? And so that is what you're gifting your hostess, is less confusion. To have her have a spot that she can just take to her friends and say, hey, I'm having a Mary Kay party Friday at 7. Are you free? And people can say yes or no, and it's that easy. She doesn't have to worry about trying to coordinate all of their different schedules and trying to pick something. That is way too much stress for you to be putting on your hostess. I also tell my hostesses to book 10 to have 5 there. Some people are not going to be able to make it, and that's okay. And so booking your hostess into her time spot first is going to make it so much easier. So number 1 is to book formal, have a hostess program. Number 2 is to book very casually. Hey, I need a girlfriend to come with me to my guest event, to my success meeting. Hey, I need a girlfriend to come with me to girls' night out. Whatever you want to call your unit meeting, let's call it that, and say, I'd love for you to come and be my guest. It's so much fun. You get to try a full skincare. They do prize drawings for guests. It is a blast. Will you come have a girlfriend night with me? It would just be so much fun. I would love for you to come. Hey, it's just as easy for me to facial 5 as it is 1. Do you have some girlfriends you think might want to come have a girlfriend night with us? So you can do it really formally or informally. It doesn't matter. Whether or not you are calling people to book them or text booking, I also don't think that matters. Different sales directors have different opinions. I've heard some women say that that they can that they think that you should only call people on the phone, that texting is really impersonal, this or that. But I'll tell you personally, I would rather get a text message any day of the week. And I put off things like booking my children's doctor's appointments for a long, long time because I don't feel like I have the time to sit down in front of my planner and to make a phone call for 5 minutes during the day. Because normally doctor's offices are only open between 8 and 5 or 10 and 6, and I feel like my life is too crazy during those hours. Now, if I could text the doctor's office and say, hey, I need an appointment for my Emma, when can I come in this week? I would do that in a heartbeat. And so I think there's a lot of women that would prefer to be booked in that sort of way. I do probably 90% of my booking over text message. That's okay if you want to do that. That's not a big deal. So, first thing, have a plan sheet, know when you can work, and then 2, find a booking method that works for you. Whether it's I have a hostess program, visit with your sales director and pick your own hostess program, or 2, I just want to say something informal. I just want to say, hey, have a girlfriend night, come with me. Either one is okay, but you guys have got to be getting something on your books. Mary Kay always said that a party worth booking is a party worth coaching. And so it's super important that we are coaching our hostesses. After you get them onto your weekly plan sheet, after they have a specific time, they are booked as a hostess, you're going to make sure that she knows what to expect. She knows what to do at that party. One is making sure that she knows exactly how she can earn her free product. Whatever that looks like as part of your hostess program. Does she need to have a certain amount of people there? Does she need to have a certain amount of sales? Does she need to have a certain amount of bookings? Does she need whatever she needs to do? Make sure she is very much aware of what is going to be happening at your party, and so let her know. This is super easy. I'm going to have all of your guests try a little bit of products. When 3 people book, you will earn this. When we sell a certain amount of product, you will earn this. Sit down with me as your sales director and let's make a really good hostess program, whatever you want that to look like. I can give you some recommendations for what I would do, but make sure your hostess knows how this works. So we're going to review a hostess program with her. Then you're going to let her know when you will be arriving. She needs to know what to expect day of. So to say, hey, I'm planning on being about 15 minutes early, if that's okay with you. I want to make sure your table's set up and we're ready to go. So that way when your guests start to arrive, we can just love on them, visit, have a girl for a minute. We don't feel rushed like we're setting up when people are showing up to your party. I don't want you to feel rushed. I want you to be able to greet your friends at the door. So 1, she knows what she can get. 2, she knows when you'll be there. And 3, you need to get a guest list from your hostess. The reason that this is super, super important is you want to know what to expect from her guests that night. A lot of beauty consultants don't want to ask for this because they feel a little bit awkward about it. They feel like, I don't know if I'd want to give away my friends' names and phone numbers to somebody that they don't know. I don't know if they would want me to give that to them. And so a lot of consultants don't even want to ask for this part, but it's super, super important. So what you would say to hosts is, when you can get me your guest list in 48 hours or within a day of your party starting, or whenever you want the guest list, I'm going to have an extra whatever. Insert whatever gift you want to give her. If you do not want her to give you a physical guest list and you call those people, then what you need to say to the hostess is, when your guests confirm, I need you to have them text me some really basic information. And that way you can do this guest list in reverse. Instead of her giving you the list and you calling all those people and asking questions, they can text you those questions. So tell your hostess, when you have a confirmed guest, I need her to shoot me a quick text. Let me know that she's coming. I'm going to have a couple quick questions for her. You're going to want to, this is what you want to know from your guests. 1, what is their skin type? Are they normal, dry, or are they combo oily? So that way you can have the correct products there and you can squeeze the correct amount of trays. You have a certain amount of trays set up for combo oily, a certain amount of trays set up for normal, dry, and your table is set and ready to go when your guests start to arrive. 2, what kind of coloring does she have? Is she ivory, beige, or bronze? Where we live here in southern Idaho, we do not see a lot of bronze. And so, I normally have my girls get the ivory beige bundle in their starter kits. They don't even have bronze as an option. So if you have a girl show up to your party and she's bronze and you have no foundation for her, that's an awkward situation for you to say, oops, sorry, you don't get to try foundation with all your friends today, right? You need to know these things ahead of time so that you can have correct samples. Also, we see a lot of Hispanic women in my area. If you don't have dark enough shades of beige open, again, you're creating an awkward situation at your parties. You need to know these things ahead of time so that you can either 1, get the demos in, or 2, find somebody that has them and borrow them real quick. So, what is your skin type, normal, dry, and what is your skin coloring? Would you say that you're more ivory, beige, or bronze? And that way you make sure you have your things set up. Number 3, Do you have any specific skincare concerns? If your girl says, yes, I have really bad acne. Yes, I have this. Yes, I have whatever. You want to know that ahead of time so that you can bring correct products for her. And if you don't know what to do about that specific concern, it gives you time to visit with your sales director. Hey, what do you do about this? Hey, a lady said that she's worried about that. What should I suggest for her? And then you can bring samples. If you are demoing things people already know that they need, if a girl's acne prone and so you're demoing Clear Proof, she's more likely to buy it if she's trying something she already is aware that she needs. So, the 3 things that you're going to ask people are, what is your skin type? What is your foundation shade? And do you have any specific skincare concerns for me? I'm putting together a little goodie bag for you. I want to make sure we have all the correct things. Let people know I'm putting together a goodie bag for you. I'm going to have a place set for you. So once you find out all that information from her, that's what you're going to say. Great, I'm putting together a little goodie bag specifically for you. I'm going to have stuff for your skin type and your skin concerns in there. I'm so excited for you to have a little place setting at our party. And that way she knows you're expecting her. This is not casual, if you can make it, great, drop by. This is, I have a place set for you. I made a goodie bag for you specifically. In those goodie bags, you do not have to do anything fancy or special. I would just throw maybe a sample, an eyeshadow sample in a Hershey Kiss, and eyeshadow sponge that she can take home and try later. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, it doesn't have to be anything expensive, but she knows that there is something waiting for her at that party when she comes and that you are expecting her. And if for some reason she does not show up, it's not a big deal because you already have all her contact information. You and her are already friends. She's already talked to you. It would be, if she had never talked to you before and you had never talked to her, it'd be weird to call her and say, hey, Megan, you missed Sally's party, why didn't you show up? She's going to be like, who are you, lady? I have no idea who you are, right? But if you've already texted her and you guys already have this relationship, then it's not a big deal to text and say, Sarah, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry that I missed you. I hope nothing awful happened. I still have your goodie bag. I'd love for you to get a sample some products one-on-one since I know you missed our group meeting. When are you kind of free this week? I don't want you to miss on any free products. I still have your goodie bag for you. And when you already have her phone number, you already have the relationship, that rapport with her, then it's not a big deal to call and say, hey, where were you tonight? But if you show up at a party and your hostess says, oh, I was going to have 6 people here, but 3 of them canceled, darn, that's 3 people that you missed seeing. But if you show up at a party and the hostess says, hey, 3 of my girls couldn't make it tonight, and you say, no problem, who were the 3? And you already have their name and phone number in your phone because those girls texted you 2 days ago, then that's not a big deal for you to get them rebooked. And so it's super, super important that you are coaching your hostesses, that they know what to expect. They're more likely to hold when they know what they're getting free, when they know what to expect from you, but also when their friends are already expecting them to be there when this is a formal event. Once you have those things set up, your hostess knows what to expect, she's been well coached, then you're going to do some behind the scenes things, like you're going to pop a postcard in the mail to her and you're going to say, Sarah, I'm so excited for your party on Saturday. I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to meet your friends. Smiley face. Something to keep her excited about this. If you did not coach that formally, if you did not book it as a formal hostess, then what I do is the day before or the day of, I shoot them a quick text and just say, hey Sarah, this is Brittany, I just wanted to let you know I'm still planning on tonight at 7:30. The address is, insert address of wherever the meeting is, or I'm still planning on tonight at 7:30. I'm going to be at your house about 5 minutes early. I'm super excited. See you then. Send her a quick text. Let her know you're still planning on it. That's how I remind my appointments. Make sure nobody's forgotten about me. Make sure people are still planning on being there. So you need to be reminding your hostesses, coaching your hostesses, super, super important. Okay, I think that's the very basics of getting things booked. Get things on your schedule. I want to challenge you girls between now and the next video to get 3 appointments booked. Whether they're formal or whether they're not, it's okay if you just want to practice on people's faces and let them know, hey, you need to do as a practice face. That's okay. If you have a hostess promotion you're super excited about, that's great. However you want to do it, get 3 appointments on your books between now and whenever we do this next video, and that way you are excited, moving, trucking along.